Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Tuesday. We've got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Working our way to 21K subs, so keep up the good work, guys. Check out all my betting links in the description below. Really great promo, especially with BetMGM. Get up to 1,500 in bonus bets. If your first bet doesn't hit, go ahead and take advantage of that in the description below. Yeah, we'll hop in it here. Big slate today. 15 matchups, starting with the New York Mets versus the Cleveland Guardians. Guardians opening up as home favorites at minus 130. The Mets plus 115 with the over-under at 9. Mets coming into this matchup 21 and 26. Guardians 31 and 17. Pitching for the Mets is Adrian Hauser with an ERA of 7.44. Pitching for the Guardians is Carlos Carrasco with an ERA of 5.16. Hauser, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, 2 strikeouts, given up 18 runs in his last 3 starts here. Carrasco has given up 6 runs in his last 3 starts, nowhere near as bad as Hauser. Guardians beating the Mets yesterday 3-1. They're on a 4-game winning streak right now. Yeah, I just do not trust the Mets with Hauser on the mound. I just think he's probably going to get torched again today. Yeah, give me the Guardians at home. Next matchup, we got the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Miami Marlins. Brewers opening up as road favorites at minus 150. Marlins plus 125 with the over-under at 8. Brewers coming into this matchup 27 and 20. The Marlins 16 and 33. Pitching for the Brewers is Robert Gasser with an ERA of 0.82. Pitching for the Marlins is Trevor Rogers with an ERA of 5.79. Gasser, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 2 strikeouts. Rogers, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Brewers on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a tough loss yesterday against the Marlins, 3-2. They're 5-2 on a Tuesday, which is an interesting little stat there. They are just 2-4 against Miami. Haven't been the best against Miami. Gasser only given up 1 run in his only 2 starts this season for the Brewers, so he's been very solid in his 2 starts. Rogers coming off a 0-run game, probably his best start of the season, but his prior 2 games, he's given up 12 runs here, so he gives up a lot of runs here. And I like the Brewers on a bounce back. Bad loss, tough loss yesterday. I'll take the Brewers on the road. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the Cincinnati Reds. Padres opening up as road favorites at minus 120. The Reds plus 110 with the over-under at 9.5. Padres coming into this matchup 25 and 25. The Reds 19 and 28. Pitching for the Padres is Joe Musgrove with an ERA of 6.37. Pitching for the Reds is Andrew Abbott with an ERA of 3.06. Musgrove, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Abbott, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Padres, coming off a doubleheader yesterday, looked very good in their first game, winning 6-5. Big comeback win for them. Then losing 3-0 against the Braves yesterday in Game 2. Reds on a 3-game losing streak, coming off a tough Dodgers series. Yeah, the Reds still struggling here. They just have not played well whatsoever. Padres 4-1 on the road, 15-5 against Cincinnati, where they've been very good here. Musgrove had some rough starts on the mound. His last start was against the Reds. He gave up 2 runs, so he actually pitched very well in that game. Yeah, I just don't want to take the path with the Reds. They just haven't looked good. I'll take the Padres on the road. Next matchup, we got the San Francisco Giants versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Giants opening up as road favorites at minus 140. The Pirates plus 115 with the over-under at 8.5. Giants coming into this matchup 23 and 25. The Pirates 22 and 26. Pitching for the Giants is Logan Webb with an ERA at 3.03. Pitching for the Pirates is Martin Perez with an ERA of 4.86. Webb, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Perez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 9 runs, had 4 strikeouts. He's given up 16 runs in his last 3 starts here. Perez has been very bad on the mound. Giants on a 4-game winning streak, coming off a Rockies sweep. Pittsburgh coming off a nice Cubs win, coming off a nice Cubs series, winning 3 out of the 4. Giants are 5-1 against Pittsburgh, 6-1 on the road against Pittsburgh, where they've been very good here. Yeah, I just don't like Perez on the mound. He's been getting lit up this season. Yeah, I think I got to take the Giants on the road here. Next matchup, we got the Texas Rangers versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at -180. Rangers +150 with the over-under at 8.5. Rangers coming into this matchup 24-24. The Phillies 34-14. Pitching for the Rangers is John Gray with an ERA of 1.90. Pitching for the Phillies is Ranger Suarez with an ERA of 1.37. Gray, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Suarez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. He's coming off 2 back-to-back 0-run games. He's 8-0 as a pitcher. He's been very good for the Phillies. Rangers, they've been playing poorly, coming off an Angels loss. Phillies on a 3-game winning streak, coming off that Washington sweep. They're playing great. Crazy, the Rangers, they're 10-0 against the Phillies. That's an interesting stat. Phillies 15-2 at home. Love Suarez on the mound. I can't believe the Rangers are that dominant against the Phillies here, but yeah, no, we're taking the Phillies at home. No way Rangers are going to keep dominating them with how badly they've been playing here. I'll take the Phillies at home. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Twins versus the Washington Nationals. Twins opening up as road favorites at -185. Washington +150 with the over-under at 8.5. Twins coming into this matchup 24-23. Nationals 21-25. Pitching for the Twins is Joe Ryan with an ERA at 3.74. Pitching for the Nationals is Patrick Corbin with an ERA at 5.59. Ryan, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Corbin, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 0 strikeouts. Minnesota on a 7-game losing streak right now. It's a bit of a bad stretch for them. They just got torched by Washington last game, 12-3. Yeah, nice win for Washington here. Minnesota 0-6 on the road against Washington. They've just been horrible here. Corbin coming off 2 good starts on the mound. Coming off a 2 and 1 run game here. No chance I'm paying -180 to almost 200 for this Twins team that's struggling. I'll take the Nationals +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Boston Red Sox versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays opening up as road favorites at -140. Boston +120 with the over-under at 8.5. Boston coming into this matchup 24-24. Tampa Bay 25-24. Pitching for Boston is Cooper Criswell with an ERA of 2.76. Pitching for the Rays is Zach Littell with an ERA of 3.44. Criswell, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Littell, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Boston on a 2-game winning streak, beating Tampa 5-0. That's their first time beating Tampa in a while. They're 2-15 on the road against Tampa Bay here. They've really had their struggles against the Rays. Pretty even pitching matchup, I'd say. And neither team playing hot right now. Boston with the shutout yesterday. I think they're good dogs today. They proved they could win on the road yesterday. Criswell has been pretty solid on the mound here for them. I think the Red Sox +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Seattle Mariners versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -160. Mariners +130 with the over-under at 8. Seattle coming into this matchup 26-22. The Yankees 33-16. Pitching for Seattle is Brian Wu with an ERA of 0.93. Pitching for the Yankees is Clark Schmidt with an ERA of 2.49. Wu only given up 1 run in his only 2 starts this season. He's been very good. Schmidt coming off back-to-back 0-run games. He's been very good as well. Seattle beating the Yankees 5-4 yesterday. Nice underdog win for Seattle, ruining the Yankees' big win streak they were on. They are just 6-14 against the Yankees here. We'll see if they steal back-to-back. Good pitching battle. Maybe the under could be a play. I like the Yankees off the bounce back. Love Schmidt on the mound. We really haven't seen Seattle get back-to-backs here since they won that Oakland and then the Royals the game after. I like a big bounce back for the Yankees here, and I'll roll with New York at home. Next matchup, we've got the Chicago White Sox versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at -200. White Sox +170 with the over-under at 7. Chicago coming into this matchup 14-34. Toronto 21-25. Pitching for the White Sox is Garrett Crochet with an ERA of 4.18. Pitching for Toronto is Yusei Kikuchi with an ERA of 2.60. Crochet, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Coming off back-to-back 0-run games. He's actually been pretty good here lately. Kikuchi, he's coming off a 1-run game. He's been very good. White Sox on a 4-game losing streak. Coming off a Toronto loss yesterday, 9-3. They are 0-7 on the road against Toronto. 0-8 against Toronto. They've had no luck against the Blue Jays here. Like Kikuchi on the mound, maybe we get a lower scoring game because Crochet's been surprisingly very good for the White Sox. But yeah, pure domination for Toronto here. Gonna roll with the Blue Jays at home. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Braves versus the Chicago Cubs. Braves opening up as road favorites at -125. The Cubs +105 with the over-under at 11. Braves coming into this matchup 27-17. The Cubs 26-22. Pitching for the Braves is Charlie Morton with an ERA of 3.52. Pitching for the Cubs is Javier Assad with an ERA of 1.49. Morton, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Assad, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Atlanta coming off a Padres win 3-0 yesterday. Didn't look good in that series though, losing 3 out of the 4. Cubs coming off a Pittsburgh loss. Atlanta, they are just 2-4 on the road against the Cubs here. Assad been very good on the mound for the Cubs this season here. I think they're good dogs today. And I'll take the Cubs +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Detroit Tigers versus the Kansas City Royals. It looks like we got a pick'em scenario. Both teams at -110 with the over-under at 9. Detroit coming into this matchup 23-24. The Royals 30-19. Pitching for Detroit is Casey Mize with an ERA of 3.50. Pitching for the Royals is Alec Marsh with an ERA of 2.43. Mize, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Marsh, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Detroit on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a tough loss against the Royals yesterday, 8-3. Royals on a 4-game winning streak. Nice little stretch they're on right now. We know Detroit, they are 4-2 on the road against the Royals. 7-2 against the Royals. They've been very good here. Royals are playing well at home, 5-0 at home. Marsh been very good on the mound for them. 2 runs in 3 games here. In a pick'em scenario, I'm gonna roll with the team that's looking hot right now, and I'm gonna take the Royals at home. Next matchup, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Baltimore opening up as road favorites at -150. Cardinals +125 with the over-under at 9. Baltimore coming into this matchup 29-16. The Cardinals 21-26. Pitching for Baltimore is Kyle Bradish with an ERA of 2.63. Pitching for the Cardinals is Lance Lynn with an ERA of 4.17. Bradish, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Lynn, 3 straight games of him giving up 4 runs here, so yeah, he hasn't been that hot on the mound here. St. Louis, nice underdog win. Nice win at home yesterday against Baltimore, 6-3. Baltimore 11-4 on the road. Much better matchup for them today here with Bradish on the mound. Lynn's been getting torched. Good bounce back for Baltimore today, and I'll take the Orioles on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Los Angeles Angels versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at -220. Angels plus 180 with the over-under at 9. Angels coming into this matchup 19-29. Houston 21-27. Pitching for the Angels is Griffin Canning with an ERA of 5.21. Pitching for the Astros is Christian Javier with an ERA of 3.23. Canning, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Javier, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Angels, big win, comeback win for them against the Houston yesterday, 9-7. They were down big, came back and won. Definitely killed some parlays, that's for sure. Angels, 4-10 on the road against Houston, 4-9 against Houston. Haven't been good against Houston here, but nice win for LA. Javier coming off probably his best start on the mound, coming off that 0-run game. Canning hasn't been bad his last 3 starts. He's only given up 3 total runs here. I think this is a big bounce back for Houston. Tough loss. They looked good yesterday and then blew it in the end here. I think Houston's going to get it done today. Disappointing loss yesterday. The Astros at home. Next matchup, we've got the Colorado Rockies versus the Oakland Athletics. Oakland opening up as home favorites at -140. The Rockies plus 115 with the over-under at 7.5. Rockies coming into this matchup 15-31. Oakland 19-30. Pitching for the Rockies is Cal Quantrill with an ERA of 3.66. Pitching for Oakland is Aaron Brooks with an ERA of 3.86. Quantrill, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Brooks, his last start, he pitched 7 innings. Gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. The Rockies on a 3-game losing streak, coming off 3 straight Giants losses. Oakland, they're on a 8-game losing streak right now, 1-9 in their last 10. Brooks hasn't been that good on the mound. Quantrill, only giving up 2 runs in 3 starts. He's actually looked solid these last few starts here. Getting Rockies as an underdog today is probably the best value on the board. Give me Rockies plus 1.5 on the road today. Then the last matchup, we've got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at -160. Arizona plus 130 with the over-under at 8.5. Arizona coming into this matchup 22-26. The Dodgers 33-17. Pitching for Arizona is Brandon Pfaadt with an ERA of 4.17. Pitching for the Dodgers is Gavin Stone with an ERA of 2.45. Pfaadt, his last start, he pitched 7 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 9 strikeouts. Stone, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 2 strikeouts. Coming off 3 straight 1-run games, so Gavin Stone's been very solid. Arizona losing to the Dodgers yesterday 6-4. Dodgers got that 4-game winning streak built up. Arizona just 4-8 against the Dodgers. 6-14 on the road against the Dodgers, where they've really struggled here. I really like Stone on the mound, and I got to roll with the Dodgers at home in this one. And that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Tuesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good one.